Hi everybody, and welcome to this month's announcements. It's hard to believe that April is upon us, but with that brings lots of spring flowers and sunshine, and I am so ready to get some of this snow out of the way and look forward to warmer temperatures, and I know the residents will be looking forward to that as well. This past month we had a bingo tournament down at the Bedford Columns, and the Leesville Road facility and the Smith Mountain Lake facility kind of competed for a trophy. I have been told that our Smith Mountain Lake facility took that trophy, and Laura and Casey's already looking forward for a rematch, so I'm sure that'll be happening sometime soon. So congratulations to our Smith Mountain Lake facility on winning the bingo tournament, and thank you to everybody that made that activity a successful activity with all the food that was provided by the Bedford Columns and all the staff that helped participate. Thank you so much. We'd like to talk a little bit about the construction. We are moving towards the end of the phase of our construction project at the new Liberty Ridge, Runk Pratt at Liberty Ridge, and we've been told tentatively that our opening date should be towards May 30th. It's a little off schedule, but we're still very thankful that it's been kept in the month of May, and so many things are happening inside. They're framing up all the common areas and the bistro and the dining areas, and we've chosen colors and paint and things that are going on in there, and I've had the privilege of being in several times this week, and I can tell you that it's looking finished, and so we are so excited. As that time approaches, we will give you more and more video that you can see, and we're busy, so busy taking folks through, and our charter club members are meeting, and they're going through and they're measuring their apartments, and everybody has got this buzz up there that it's almost move-in day, and so we're very, very thankful for that. Looking at our forest community, some of the highlights that we want to talk about this month, and remember, these are just highlights. There's so many activities going on that we found in the past month. We were using a lot of airtime to talk to you almost about every single activity, and so Deli and Christopher and myself decided that we would trim those back a little bit and only highlight those activities that seem to stand out to us. So for our forest community, on April the 4th at 2 p.m., we're going to have our April birthday celebration. And any of you that are celebrating your birthdays in the month of April, make sure you stop by at 2 p.m. and celebrate with all of our residents so that we can commemorate that special day for them. On April the 8th at 10 a.m., we have the Billy Hunt Singers. On April the 16th at 2 p.m. we're having courtyard gardening. For those of you that have joined us in the past for this activity, you'll know that we have garden areas that we plant fresh seeds for tomatoes and flowers, and our residents get in and get their hands all dirty and do that gardening with us. And so that's a very exciting activity. For our memory care facility, it lets those folks know that it's springtime. It reminds them of things that they used to do when they were at home with the gardening, and we have, sometimes we have a little special daycare come in and help us, and we are taking contributions for seeds and for some plants. So if you want to participate in that, make sure you look up Michael over at our forest community, and he would love to get you involved in that. It is one of the highlights for spring over there. On April the 17th at 2 p.m. we have a resident and family Easter egg hunt, and that should be a lot of fun too as we commemorate Easter for the month of April. On April the 27th at 10:30 we have worship with Richard and Nancy Cushaw. So make sure you come out and join the Cushaws for their worship hour on April the 27th. At our Smith Mountain Lake facility on April the 4th at 10 a.m. we're having a quilt show, and that's done by Trinity Ecumenical Church, and we always welcome them in, and they have beautiful quilts that a ladies group makes there, and it's such a great activity to come to, especially if you like quilting and sewing. On April the 14th at 10 a.m. we're having an Easter egg hunt with the children from the Caterpillar Club. And from 12:30 to 1:30, we're going to be making Easter bonnets for spring. That sounds like a lot of fun too. On April the 18th at 2 o'clock, we're having a big Easter celebration with Marie. And on April the 23rd, who happens to be my oldest son Christopher Runk's birthday, they're going to be having music with the notables from 12:30 to 1:30. I just happen to know that date very well, so I had to mention that. On April the 30th at 1 p.m., they're going to take a scenic bus ride. And so any of you that want to hop on the bus and go with us, make sure you see Janie. Our Leesville community starts off with April the 7th at 1 p.m. The Leesville Elementary makes spring crafts with our residents, and they're coming over. So make sure you stop in for that. On April the 11th at 2 p.m., Casey's having Chili's ice cream truck come, and the cost for that event is $1 per person. So make sure that you drop by and check out the ice cream truck. That sounds like my kind of activity as well. On April the 14th at 2:30, they're going to have their big Easter celebration party. So make sure you check in with them. I know all of our facilities are collecting the candy and the eggs, and so if you can contribute any to that big Easter egg hunt, I know they will all very much appreciate that. Another thing that the Leesville Road facility is collecting is puzzles, and they're doing the big 300-piece puzzles. So if any of you all have those sitting in your basement, you're not using them anymore, look up Barb Hurt over at our Leesville community, and she will love to take those off of your hands. On April the 18th, the Travis Balloon Dude tells the Easter story with balloons to share God's love, and he incorporates the Easter Bunny in that too. It's a very funny activity, but it's also a very unique activity. So I would definitely make sure you stop by on that, especially those of you that have little children. I'm sure they would enjoy that as well. On April the 21st and the 22nd, the Caterpillar Club will come for an Easter egg hunt at 10:15 on the 21st and at 10:45 on the 22nd. Remember, families can bring in these eggs just like I just reminded you for the seniors, so they can fill their eggs to give to the children for this activity. And then on April the 16th, we're having a big corporate volunteer appreciation luncheon down at our Bedford Columns. And so last year we had a great time coming together and just thanking our volunteers for all that they do inside our communities. And this year, we're very happy to invite the Grinning Booth in during our time of celebration. It's from 11 to 1, and everyone is invited that's a volunteer with any of our communities. We want to have you come. We want to be able to say thank you for all that you do, all those important activities that you hold for our residents each and every day. So make sure you mark your calendars and come on down for that. And thank you to the Grinning Booth. They've been at a lot of different things that we've done. They've been at our Valentine's party at Leesville. They're getting ready to come to a celebration at the Forest facility tomorrow on April the 1st. Make sure you come out to that. That's a celebration because they had a really good inspection. And so we're treating the staff and the residents and the families to a Grinning Booth couple of hours, and we're very excited to welcome them into our Forest facility. I want to go through the birthdays at this time. For our Leesville Road facility, on April the 5th, happy birthday to Mary Albert. On April the 7th, Dorothy Lidke. On April the 15th, Dorothy Rucker. April the 25th, Christine Martin. April the 30th, Jean Patterson. Happy birthday to all of those April babies. Our Smith Mountain Lake facility celebrates birthdays as well. Starting off with April the 4th, Tilton Meter. April the 18th, Catherine Shea. April the 26th, Ann Cavaccini. April the 27th, Carol Wayne. And April the 29th, Louis Lay. And she is celebrating her 100th birthday. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday, Mrs. Lee. And we're so excited to be a part of that milestone with you. And for Forrest, we only have one birthday this month, but that would be Terry Davidson on April the 24th. Happy birthday to all of those special people that are celebrating April birthdays. We are right there with you. I myself have a birthday in April. Brian has a birthday in April. And just like I mentioned, our son Christopher has a birthday in April too. So I'm a little partial to all of you April birthdays. That's about all I have this month. One other thing I did want to mention is this is National Occupational Therapy, Speech Therapy, and Physical Therapy Month, and our therapies are done by Rehab Management, and we'd like to just acknowledge them in this little broadcast. And if you would like to stop by the department at each of the facilities, drop them off a thank you card or just say thank you, I know they would appreciate it. Therapy is a very big important part with what we do with rehabbing our residents back to their maximum level of functioning, and so we want to take this opportunity to say a big thank you. And just like I do every month, I want to encourage you to each and every day try to make someone's day just a little bit better, even if it's with a smile or a kind gesture. Until until next month, and I'm so excited for the next month. We're going to have lots of things to talk about. I am Vicki Runk. Happy April, and God bless you all.